Color Set tab. The Color Set tab allows you to change the color set that is used in the project. The following options are available. Color fields. Click a field to open the color picker and specify a new color. Name. Shows the name of the color. Double-click to change it. Setup. Allows you to add or remove color fields. Insert color. Adds a new color field. Duplicate color. Duplicates the selected color field. Remove color. Removes the selected color field. Reset color. Resets the selected color field to the factory settings. Apply. Applies your changes and closes the dialog. Related links. Color picker. Project colors setup dialog. Presets tab. Presets tab. The presets tab allows you to expand the color set to 24 or even 32 colors or to reduce it to 8 colors. You can add tints and you can sort colors according to their color tint or their basic color. In the new color set settings section, the following options are available. Number of basic colors. You can set up 8, 16, 24, or 32 basic colors. Number of color tints. You can set up 1, 2, or 4 color tints. Sort colors by. Allows you to sort the colors of the color set by their basic color or by their color tint. The new color set section displays the current colors of the new color set. The missing current project colors section shows which missing colors are replaced. Move the mouse pointer over the color field of a missing color to highlight the color that is used to replace it in the new color set section. Apply. Applies your changes and closes the dialog. Color Set tab. Options tab. Options tab. The Options tab allows you to access the color set options. In the color set options section, the following options are available. Store color set as default. Saves the current set of colors as default. Reset color set to default. Applies the default set of colors. Reset color set to factory settings. Returns to the standard color palette. Select colors by name. Allows you to select colors by name. Apply. Applies your changes and closes the dialog. Presets tab. Color picker. Color picker. The color picker allows you to define new custom colors. To open the color picker, do one of the following. Select Project, Project Colors Setup, and in the Project Colors Setup dialog on the Color Set tab, click a color field. This allows you to define custom project colors. Select Edit Preferences, select one of the user interface entries, and click a color field. This allows you to define custom user interface colors. Color Selectors. Allow you to select a color shade and the nuance of the shade. Context menu. Allows you to copy, paste, or reset colors. Current color / new color. Shows the current color and the new color. Hue / saturation / value. Allows you to edit the colors numerically. Red / green / blue. Allows you to edit the colors numerically. OK. Confirms the color changes. Note. You must restart the application for some changes to take effect. Options tab. Project handling. Project handling. In Cubase, projects are the central documents. You must create and set up a project to work with the program. Color picker. Creating new projects. Creating new projects. You can create empty projects or projects that are based on a template. Procedure. Select File, New Project. Depending on your settings, either the Hub or the Project Assistant dialog opens. In the Location Options section, select where to store the new project. To use the default location, select Use Default Location. To choose another location, select Prompt for Project Location. Do one of the following. To create an empty new project, click Create Empty. To create a new project from a template, select a template and click Create. Result. A new untitled project is created. If you selected a template, the new project is based on this template and includes the corresponding tracks, events, and settings. Note. If you create an empty project, your default presets for the input and output bus configurations are applied. If you have not defined default presets, the last used configurations are applied. Related links. Presets for input and output buses. Project handling. Hub. Hub. Hub keeps you up to date with the latest information and assists you with organizing your projects. To open the Hub, do one of the following. Select Hub, open Hub. Select File, New Project. News section. The News section displays Steinberg news as well as links to interesting deals, the user manuals, the user forum, and the support. Note. Make sure that you have an active internet connection to access this material. Project section. The Project section allows you to create new projects, which can either be empty or based on a template. It allows you to specify where to save the projects. It also allows you to access recently opened projects or projects that are stored in other locations. This section offers the same functionality as the Project Assistant dialog. Category bar. The available factory templates are sorted into the predefined categories: recording, scoring, production, and mastering. The recent category contains a list of the recently opened projects. The more category contains the default project template and all templates that are not assigned to any of the other categories. Template list. When you click on one of the category items, the list below the category bar shows the available templates for this category. Any new templates that you create are added at the top of the corresponding list. Location options. This section allows you to specify where the project is stored. Open Other. This button allows you to open any project file on your system. This is identical to using the Open command on the File menu. Related links. Project Assistant dialog. Creating new projects. Deactivating the hub. Deactivating the hub. To start Cubase or to create new projects without the hub, you can deactivate it. Procedure. In the Preferences dialog, select General. Deactivate Use Hub. Result. Cubase starts without opening a project and opens the Project Assistant dialog when you create a new project using the File menu. However, you can still open the hub through the Hub menu. Hub. Project Assistant dialog. Project Assistant dialog. The Project Assistant dialog assists you with organizing your projects. To open the Project Assistant dialog, deactivate Use Hub in the Preferences dialog, General page, and select File, New Project. Category bar. The available factory templates are sorted into the predefined categories: recording, production, scoring, and mastering. The Recent category contains a list of the recently opened projects. The More category contains the default project template and all templates that are not assigned to any of the other categories. Template list. When you click on one of the category items, the list below the category bar shows the available factory templates for this category. Any new templates that you create are added at the top of the corresponding list. Location options. This section allows you to specify where the project is stored. Open Other. This button allows you to open any project file on your system. This is identical to using the Open command from the File menu. Deactivating the hub. Project files. Project files. A project file extension star.cpr is the central document in Cubase. A project file contains references to media data that can be saved in the project folder. Note: we recommend to save files in the project folder even though you can save them in any other location to which you have access. The project folder contains the project file and the following folders that Cubase automatically creates if necessary: Audio, Edits, Images, Track Pictures, Project Assistant dialog, Template files. Template files. Templates can be a good starting point for new projects. Templates are projects where you can save all settings that you regularly use, such as bus configurations, sample rates, record formats, basic track layouts, VST setups, drum map setups, etc. The following template types are available from within the hub. Factory templates for specific scenarios. These are listed in the recording, scoring, production, or mastering categories. The default template. This is listed in the More category. Any new user templates that you create and save. These are listed in the More category. Template projects are not saved in project folders. Therefore, they contain no subfolders and no media files. To open the location of a specific template, right-click a template in the template list and select Show in Explorer, Windows only, or Reveal in Finder, macOS only. Project files. Save as template dialog. Save as template dialog. The Save as template dialog allows you to save projects as templates. To open the Save as template dialog, select File, Save as template. The following options are available in the Current Presets section. New folder. Allows you to add a folder to the template list. Template list. Lists the templates and the folders. The following options are available in the Attribute Inspector section. Value. Click this field to enter a description for the content summary attribute or to select a template category for template category attribute. The following options are available in the New Preset section. New Preset. Allows you to enter a name for the new project template. Show Attribute Inspector. Allows you to hide the Attribute Inspector. Template files. Saving a project template file. Saving a project template file. You can save the current project as a template. When you create a new project, you can select this template as a starting point. Prerequisite. You have removed all clips from the pool. This ensures that references to media data from the original project folder are deleted. Procedure. Set up a project. Select File, Save as Template. In the New Preset section of the Save as Template dialog, enter a name for the new project template. In the Attribute Inspector section, double-click the Value field of the Content Summary attribute to enter a description for the template. Click the Value field of the Template Category attribute and select a template category from the pop-up menu. If you do not select a category, the new template will be listed in the hub as part of the More category. Click OK to save the template. Save as Template dialog. Renaming templates. Renaming templates. You can rename template files from within the hub or the Project Assistant. Procedure. In the hub or in the Project Assistant, right-click a template and select Rename. In the Rename dialog, enter a new name and click OK. Saving a project template file. Project Setup dialog. Project Setup dialog. The Project Setup dialog allows you to make general settings for your project. To open the Project Setup dialog, select Project Setup. To open the Project Setup dialog automatically when you create a new project, activate the Run Setup on Create New Project option in the Preferences dialog, General page. Important. While you can change most project setup settings at any time, you must set the sample rate right after creating a new project. If you change the sample rate at a later stage, you must convert all audio files in the project to the new sample rate to make them play back properly. In the Project Duration section, the following options are available. Project Start Time. Allows you to specify the start time of the project in timecode format. This also determines the sync start position when synchronizing to external devices. Project Duration. Allows you to specify the duration of the project. Project Frame Rate. In the Project Frame Rate section, the following options are available. Project Frame Rate. Allows you to specify the timecode standard and the frame rate for the project. When synchronizing to an external device, this setting must correspond to the frame rate of any incoming timecode. Get frame rate from video. Allows you to set the project frame rate to the frame rate of an imported video file. Project time displays. In the project time displays section, the following options are available. Display format. Allows you to specify the global display format for all rulers and position displays in the program except for the ruler tracks. However, you can make independent display format selections for the individual rulers and displays. Display time offset. Allows you to specify an offset for the time positions in the rulers and position displays to compensate for the project start time setting. Display bar offset. This setting is only used in conjunction with the bars plus beats display format. Allows you to specify an offset for the time positions in the rulers and position displays to compensate for the project start time setting. Record file format. In the record file format section, the following options are available. Sample rate. Allows you to specify the sample rate at which Cubase records and plays back audio. If your audio hardware generates the sample rate internally and you select a non-supported sample rate, this is indicated by a different color. In this case, you must set a different sample rate to make your audio files play back properly. If you select a sample rate that your audio hardware supports but that differs from its current sample rate setting, it is automatically changed to the project sample rate. If your audio hardware is externally clocked and receives external clock signals, sample rate mismatches are accepted. Bit depth. Allows you to specify the bit depth of the audio files that you record in Cubase. Select the record format according to the bit depth that is delivered by your audio hardware. The available options are 16-bit, 24-bit, 32-bit, 32-bit float, and 64-bit float. Note: if your audio interface supports a bit depth of 32-bit and you want to maintain this precision in your recordings, select a processing precision of 64-bit float in the Studio Setup dialog. When you record with effects, consider setting the bit depth to 32-bit float or 64-bit float. This prevents clipping, digital distortion in the recorded files and keeps the audio quality very high. Effect processing and level or EQ changes in the input channel are performed in 32-bit float or 64-bit float format, depending on the processing precision setting in the Studio Setup dialog. If you record at 16-bit or at 24-bit, the audio is converted to this lower bit depth when it is written to a file. As a result, the signal may degrade. This is independent of the actual bit depth of your audio hardware. Even if the signal from the audio hardware has a bit depth of 16-bit, the signal is 32-bit float or 64-bit float after the effects are added to the input channel. The higher the bit depth value, the larger the files and the more strain is put on the disk system. If this is an issue, lower the record format setting. Record file type. Allows you to specify the file type of the audio files that you record in Cubase. Note: for WAV file recordings larger than 4 GB, the EBU RIF standard is used. If you use a FAT32 disk, not recommended, audio files are split automatically. In the Preferences dialog, you can specify what happens if your recorded WAV file is larger than 4 GB. You can set up embedded strings in the Preferences dialog. Project ownership. In the Project ownership section, the following options are available. Author. Allows you to specify a project author that is written into the file when you export audio files and activate the Insert IXML chunk option. You can specify a default author in the default author name field of the Preferences dialog, General, Personalization page. Company. Allows you to specify a company name that is written into the file when you export audio files and activate the Insert IXML chunk option. You can specify a default company in the default company name field in the Preferences dialog, General, Personalization page. Other project settings. In the Other project settings section, the following options are available. Stereo pan law. If you pan a channel left or right, the sum of the left and the right side is higher, louder than if this channel is pan center. These modes allow you to attenuate signals pan center. 0 dB turns off constant power panning. Equal power means that the power of the signal remains the same regardless of the pan setting. Volume max. Allows you to specify the maximum fader level. By default, this is set to plus 12 dB. If you load projects created with Cubase versions older than 5.5, this value is set to the old default value of plus 6 dB. Her mode tuning. In the Her mode tuning section, the following options are available. HMT type, MIDI only. Allows you to specify a mode for Her mode tuning of MIDI notes. HMT depth, MIDI only. Allows you to specify the overall degree of retuning. Project location. In the Project location section, the following options are available. Project location information. Displays the project location. Show in Explorer/Reveal in Finder. Opens a file dialog that shows the location of the project file. Related links. Audio system page. Record audio. Renaming templates. Opening project files. Opening project files. You can open several saved project files at the same time. Important. If you open a project saved with a different program version and it contains data for functions that are not available in your version, this data may be lost when you save the project with your version. Note: if you open an external project, the last used view that was saved on your computer is used. You can change this setting in the Preferences dialog, General page. External projects are automatically connected to the input and output buses. If you open a project created on a computer with an ASIO port configuration that differs from the configuration of your computer, this can result in unwanted audio connections. You can deactivate the automatic connection of input and output buses in the Preferences dialog VSD page. Procedure. Select File Open. In the File dialog that opens, select the project that you want to open and click Open. If there is already an open project, you are asked if you want to activate the new project. Do one of the following. To activate the project, click Activate. To open the project without activating it, click No. This reduces load times for projects. Related links. Workspaces for external projects. Do not connect input-output buses when loading external projects. Activating projects. Project Setup dialog. Activating projects. Activating projects. In Cubase you have several projects opened at the same time. However, only one project can be active. The active project is indicated by the lit Activate Project button in the upper left corner of the project window. To work on another project, activate the other project. Procedure. To activate a project, click Activate Project. Note: if you close the active project, you must activate another open project manually, as Cubase cannot automatically activate one of the other open projects. Opening project files. Opening recent projects. Opening recent projects. You can open recent projects from the Recent Projects list. Procedure. Do one of the following. In the category bar of the Hub or the Project Assistant dialog, click Recent, select a project from the projects list, and click Open. Select File, Recent Projects, and select a recently opened project. Activating projects. Rerouting missing ports. Rerouting missing ports. If you open a Cubase project that was created on a different system with other audio hardware, Cubase tries to find matching audio inputs and outputs for the input-output buses. If Cubase cannot resolve all audio/MIDI inputs and outputs that are used in the project, the Missing Ports dialog opens. This allows you to manually reroute any ports specified in the project to ports that are available on your system. Note: to improve the search for matching audio inputs and outputs for the input-output buses, use descriptive, generic names for your input and output ports. Related links. Renaming the hardware inputs and outputs. Opening recent projects. Saving project files.